Peace Club. Think fast. Oh, effort is inspired, not required. I repeat, effort is inspired, not required. And it's speaking as far as like manifesting things, sometimes, matter of fact, uh, not just like dealing with like trying to push your way through a manifestation instead of just allowing it, but also speaking on the idea of like where you got some of these motivational speakers, some of these entrepreneurs that basically be lying. Matter of fact, in most essence, some of them be just straight up lying, like, oh yeah, it's hard work and it took me this and that, and just with enough of hard work and time, you know what I'm saying? Like, where, nah, they just basically trying to. Some of those people may naively think that that's what it was, but for the most part, and what's funny, those people talk about all that hard work, but in order to get everything that they got, it took the spirit. You know what I'm saying? Things manifest not through no hard. Yeah, of course we physically could make things manifest. You know what I'm saying? But with with like say for instance with all these guys, these big corporations, you think that's just all hard work? Like, nah, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these people though tell you these type of things because they want you to be a worker, you know what I'm saying? Like if I tell you, that, oh yeah, it's kinda, you could possibly get there, but it take a lot of hard work, this and that. I could discourage you and keep you on a level where you're not gonna be my competition. Plus you could probably end up working for me, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta watch out for those type of things. As a matter of fact, Brethren was on the dealing with an Abraham Hicks video. I had a brethren who brought up like he was at a Tony Robbins thing. Tony Robbins, the motivational speaker. And that's the thing, like motivation. Like you don't want to deal with motivation. It's about inspiration. You know what I'm saying? Motivation is like putting your second purpose first and putting your first purpose second. And your first purpose is to be. Your second purpose is to do. Be a human being first, human doing second. You know what I'm saying? Like be first, do second. And a lot of these, in which matter of fact, and wasn't, and matter of fact, Abraham didn't knock Tony Robbins. Matter of fact, in essence too, because you do realize that we all grow on different, different platforms, different rates, but like all that junk about it being like hard work and all that effort and this and that, like nah, that's just that person speaking on their experience, you know what I'm saying? And again though, it gets even fishier with some of those big wig top dogs as far as like like the Mark Cuban type of, the Shark Tank type of people that give it these type of bullcorn type of stories. Not saying he did, but just in general, these stories of like, yes, it's just strenuous and hard and you just so difficult, and it's like, nah man, if you just align with your true inner purpose and follow your heart, you can manifest any and all those things, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not no, oh you gotta go through all this. Nah, it's not, matter of fact, Source didn't create jobs and hard work, people did. You know what I'm saying? Like when we was put here, like you think about the animals and all this. You see an animal with a 9 to 5. Like you see a fly or insect talking about I gotta go to work. You know what I'm saying? Or you see a fruit or a tree talking about I'm late to this appointment. You know what I'm saying? Like the only idiotic beings, which was funny, the only idiotic beings that do it is the ones that think they are the smartest. How coincidental is that? You know? But Source didn't create no jobs, none of that. Matter of fact, the word struggle was created by a human being. You know what I'm saying? Hard work and struggling, that's all a human doing. You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't Source putting that together, you know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, another thing, struggle does not lead to alignment. So another thing, like we are, in order to manifest and dealing with the law of attraction, this point blank period that the seven hermetic principles, the seven laws from the Emerald Tablets, the laws of the universe, is a fact that that's how the universe works. So with that being said, for somebody to tell you that, oh yeah, it's just physical work first, or oh, it's hard work, oh yeah, you gotta grind, you gotta get it in, or you gotta dress up like this, or you gotta talk like this and say like all that, you know what I'm saying? That, again, back as an indigo child, like we here to break, the new wave of energy beings. We here to break down that system, you know what I'm saying? Like all that, oh, just we gonna say and do this just to say and do this. Like, nah, that's messing over people, man. It's time for that little hard work type, that little message right there to just get eliminated, basically. But it's all about the first purpose, then the second purpose. First purpose is to be. Again, like how I say, like where I'm at right now, like with not getting no job, I'm being. Now, if I'm allowed to be fully, and they got some type of job that just really is in alignment with me being also, man, I take it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I say I'm not taking no 9 to 5, just like I'm not taking just no any, you know what I'm saying, just jumping. But no, if something that's just completely perfect just for me to make a little change or this and that, why? Oh yeah, that's cool, but it has to allow me to be first, in which in most cases, I ain't gonna say that job don't exist, because it does. It's somewhere out there. You know what I'm saying? But gotta be first and then do. Being first, then do. Meditation and quieting the mind first. Then, all the entrepreneur actions and networking and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Be one with source, one with the universe. You know what I'm saying? First. Then you could be called Ray, the Rastafari, who do YouTube videos and do all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, be first, then do. And again, it's about inspiration. Look at the root word, in spirit. You could always run out of motivation. Like, motivation is conditional, it's variable. You know what I'm saying? Like, say for instance, I got like 500 and some videos. If I stop right now after you finish with the 500, you ain't got no more new motivation, because you're depending on something outside of you to push you. So now you more, or then now I gotta find some other, but now you running around like you on drugs. Like, all right, damn, I can't watch Corey videos. Now I need some Tony Robbins. Now, oh man, damn. Well, now all right, shit. Well, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put myself in a hole so I could come out swinging. It's like, nah, like that's all, inspired action. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not supposed to force our way through anything, you know what I'm saying? Like, because matter of fact, if you find yourself forcing your way through a manifestation, then it's obviously showing how much even more that you wasn't ready for, because you're forcing yourself. And it always feel bad. You could always, when you're forcing it, because you're sitting there like in a bad, just, open, how could I say, not vulnerable, but you could just feel like, all right, nah, I was supposed to wait back a little while, you know what I'm saying? Like, something else good was gonna come around, but I jumped the gun, you know what I'm saying? But it's not about struggle, it's not about hard work, it's not about forcing it, you know. You dealing with, what's funny, from a Bible thumper even to a spiritual person, where we know how great source is. Like, oh, matter of fact, especially a Bible thumper, you would think they would use their spiritual ability. Well, oh God, the omni, Lord Jesus Christ, and He could do this, and He could make it happen for you. The Lord Jesus Christ, it's like, all right, damn, all right, if you know He that good, then why you don't know and believe He deal with the law of attraction and could help you, get a job without you having the hard work? If He could make you do like this and make you do like that, then why? I say why you can't get a job without putting your hands to physical work. Would you get the picture? You know what I'm saying? It's like, bruh, like, all right, if you know and believe in the omniscience, omnipresent source, then then let source be source. Then you know what I'm saying. We surrender and allow that energy to flow through us. Getting that receptive mode and allow things to manifest instead of trying to push and fight through things. You know what I'm saying? Because a perfect example of trying to fight through things, where I thought about where I was at one time, where my ego was getting ready to fight through something. Well, all right, I'm sitting out here in San Bernardino after the move, and then I'm starting to get itchy about Venice Beach. I'm like, bro, I could just go out there and just like, basically kind of like almost go out the house. It's like, I just take my jewelry and a few books, and it's like, and then my spirit caught me like, nah, like, we got you. Just, just go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't force it. You know what I'm saying? And hell would have been, in which, of course, the universe loves us that much that if I would have forced myself on the beach, sitting out there houseless, then the universe was like, all right, come on, rest of y'all, spirit guy, let's help his ass out. Let's, you know what I'm saying, bam, and do the other workings. But still, that's a perfect example of forcing it. You know what I'm saying? Where you trying to make something happen when it's not, when the universe is always looking out for you. So if you find yourself struggling to do something, that means you are not in alignment with it, and that is not in alignment with your purpose. You know what I'm saying? I repeat, if you find yourself struggling to do something, you are not in alignment. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm, as a matter of fact, if I'm looking for a new crib or something, me and my brethren dealing with this now. You know what I'm saying? Where, and hopefully, he in alignment with the choice. But like, you have to be in alignment. You know what I'm saying? Because say for instance, if you're not, then it's not gonna be a good situation. You know what I'm saying? You're forcing yourself into it, and forcing is never, you know what I'm saying, being in alignment. Struggle does not lead to alignment at all. So I repeat, if you finding it like, damn, like I ain't getting no breaks in this situation or this and that, in which, and that's the thing too. And two, that's where though, all right, that's where the motivational people and the people who do struggle kind of mess it up even more when they fight through it so much. Of course you're gonna get through the other end. Like, if I got a big ass brick wall right here, like a thick wall, yeah, if you eat away at it after so long, of course you're gonna get to the other side. But was that amazing? Was that really something to brag on? So yeah, you see what motivation done? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's see what spirit do. I say something, and then like the next day it end up manifesting. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's amazing. You know what I'm saying? But not nobody like, overworking themselves with this motivation, which, motivation or like a motive. But it's all like outside work. You know what I'm saying? Putting yourself in a struggle mode, forcing it, and not allowing things to come to you. But I repeat, because this is very important, y'all. If you ever come across any spiritual leader, any spiritual teacher, matter of fact, I gotta get serious. Like any spiritual teacher, any spiritual leader, look at y'all in your eyes, like, and they coming at y'all with that hard work stuff or that physical work. Now it varies for, if your perception don't perceives that source is helping you, then yes, you have to do hard work and all this. So that's a disclaimer, but for the most part, no, we are vibrational beings and none of us have to work hard. Only if you choose to, and only if you can't de-brainwash your perception to know that you are a vibrational being that can manifest things. So I repeat, if anybody come to you with talking about motivation, keyword motivation, hard work, struggle, Like any of those three words for sure, go the other way. And I'm not gonna say don't listen to them, cause I feel like it's possible that I mean, we get lessons from everywhere, but at the same time, you gotta watch out for that, cause depending on how they are delivering that message, it could stain your subconscious and make it even harder for you to make your decision. Cause now, you know, that that speech, that person gave to you, kind of, put you even more in odds with it. But I'm telling you, anybody go the other way if they are talking about, oh yeah, I could motivation, the struggle, hard work, and like nah, I don't. You know what I'm saying? We are vibrational beings that could manifest things with ease. And matter of fact, doing better as you start getting more and more with source. Start doing less physical work, like less and less physical work. Because as you go, you start to realize it's all about my being, just staying in alignment. Like when you're in alignment, it's like, well, when you in a now, it's like you just put, say for instance, if I want to sell so many braces, I already thinking, I start off my day with it on my mind, affirmations, have all the things I want to, manifest for that day, focus, whatever, for the little short period of time, and then bam, then you hopping in the now, and now you just experiencing, and then bam, all of a sudden, oh, somebody want to buy a bracelet. Oop. Run into somebody who know about crystals and want to talk about Reiki work. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just, but it just comes to you from being in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Another example that make me think about, and I'm about to finish with that, but when me and my brethren was looking for the cribs out here in Cali, and we was getting it in on the computer. I'm talking about just going in, going in. We in the hotel, in the little hotel library thing, just on the computer trying to find. And then as we, going in, mind you though, we was going in from early that morning. We was like just like checking call after call, checking on houses, and then all of a sudden, and that's how you know the channel, just the thought or the channel, I just hurry up and touch my brain. I'm like, my brethren, man, let's stop. Like, we don't put in enough of work, and I just got a channel. I told him straight out, like, I just got a channel from source, from my people that say they got it from this, they got it from here. Matter of fact, at this point, we'll be stopping the receptive mode from allowing it to come, by still overworking it. So basically, but I got that channel, that said, hey, I got it from here. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works. Like, you know what I'm saying? You only have to put up so much effort. And matter of fact, really and truthfully, the real truthful basically, you only have to put as much effort as your perception, as you perceive that you have to put up. If in the back of your head you still holding on to that it takes hard work mind frame, then it's gonna take you some hard work. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is. That's why I pride myself at, you know, not overdoing things on my entrepreneur situation. Like, y'all see me taking my time with my website. Like, I, it is insanity to stop having a 9 to 5 and make yourself crazy without one. Like, of course, you know what I'm saying? But then, as you're doing what you love, of course, it's gonna be easy, you know what I'm saying? But whenever you pushing yourself past that, it's like, nah, it's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not hitting on nothing. But again, matter of fact, I'm tapping out a little bit too, so please excuse me. But again, that's just basically it, you know what I'm saying? Inspiration. And that's why I too, because this was supposed to be a think fast, you know what I'm saying? But it's not about the struggle. It's not about having to do hard work, you know what I'm saying? It's the easy route, you know. Source, energy, Like you ever, how we watch X-Men as little kids and always wanting them powers. Well, how stupid are we to, always want to be like that? Find out we got the ability to be like that, but then like nah, but I'd rather just work hard and give up all my gifts that I always wanted. It's like it don't make sense. But anyway, peace. Happy now. Now is the vibrate. Not going too far in the future. Not going too far in the past. Right now.